Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I'm your host, your dost, and as usual in the host mode, Mohit Jain. Today we will take up the entire numerical ability section of TCS NQT assessment. We'll talk about what different kind of topics we need to cover while we are writing numerical ability section, that is section 1 in TCS NQT or TCS Ninja examination. These are few of the sample questions which you might find the similar kind of question when you are solving. Okay, so as far as pattern is concerned, section 1 numerical ability would contain 26 questions which we need to answer in 40 minutes. And these are time bounded questions. That means for each question they will give you the timer. It is not the sectional timing, it is per question timer would be there. On the top of the screen, you may find that with each question you have a timer, and in that particular time itself, you have to answer the question. If you are not able to answer the question in that particular time, that question will be removed and you would be on the next question screen. This is important. Next, you cannot revisit a question. If you are not answering a question, if you are skipping it, then you cannot revisit the question. That question is gone. So be very sure that each question now become like a compulsory question for us. Good thing, no negative score. And on-screen calculator at the top of the screen, you can see a drop down. On-screen calculator is there. Writing pad is there, which will help you in calculation. Coming to these 26 questions, and the topic which you are seeing on your screen is what they will ask. It might happen that question number may get jumbled, but 99% of the time you will find these topics on this particular question number. Question number 1 would be from number system. Please focus more on solving questions related to HCF, LCM and divisibility rule. You should also read unit digit, factors and remainder theorem to be very much sure about solving this particular question. Question number 2 and 3 would be related to surds and indices. Question number 4 would be from algebraic identities or a simple arithmetic simplification, BODMAS rule simplification type question. 2 questions from percentages, 2 questions from profit and loss, 2 questions from interest, one maybe from simple interest and another from compound interest. 2 questions from mixture, ratio, proportion. 1 question from partnership or ages. 2 from time and work. 1 can be from pipe and cistern and 1 can be from the regular time and work question. 2 questions from time, speed, distance. 1 regular TSD question and 1 from upstream, downstream. 1 question from equations where you need to set an equation and solve, or from set theory. 2 questions are from mensuration and geometry. Majority of the time they ask both the question from mensuration, 2D and 3D, 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional mensuration. 4 questions are from statistics, starting from central tendency and measures of dispersion. And 2 from data interpretation, where pie chart or a simple table or bar diagrams would be given. We need to interpret the data and then solve. So these are the topics you need to work on if you are trying to write exam of TCS NQT. No need to go beyond this, but dwell deeper into these concepts, these topics concept, because they can ask you anything related to these topics, which a sample set is prepared and we would be showcasing in a while. Drill is very simple. Pause the session, try to solve it yourself and then look out for the solution. And one more thing, majority of the questions are from arithmetic. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 questions out of 26 are from arithmetic. To dwell deeper into arithmetic, please go through our rule book. All rules from rule number 1 to rule number 9, link is there in the description. These rules will help you gain shortcut knowledge, and if you practice those rules, life at solving these questions will become pretty easy. So on this note, let's start now. The 8-digit number 5010P0Q8 is divisible by 88. A number is said to be divisible by 88 when it is divisible by 8 and 11 both. Now, if P is neither even nor a perfect square, what is the value of P square plus Q square? Okay. So first, this number is divisible by 8. That means the last 3 digit OQ8, that means 0Q8 is divisible by 8. We need to first identify that what can be the values of Q. Q can be 0, 008 is divisible by 8, or 4, 048, or 8, 088 is also divisible by 8. So we can have 3 values for Q. Now, for the entire number 5010, P0 and Q8, this number should be divisible by 11. We'll go by odd even plus minus rule. 5 plus 1, 6 plus P plus Q. Here total is 6 plus P plus Q. And for the remaining digit, total is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8. Now, the difference between these two is 6 plus P plus Q minus 8. That is P plus Q minus 2. Either this should be equals to 0 or multiple of 11. Now, if we take Q equals to 0, then P minus 2 is equals to 0. That means P is equals to 2. Which is quite possible? No, it is not. Because P is neither even. P is not even. That means Q is not equals to 0. Now, if we take Q equals to 4, then this will become P plus 2. P plus 4 minus 2 will become P plus 2. Now, this cannot be equals to 0. So, if I equate this to 11, then P will become 9, which is also not possible because P is not a perfect square and 9 is a perfect square number. That means Q is equals to 8. P plus 8 minus 6 minus 2 is equals to actually P plus 6. So P plus 6 is equals to 11. We can say P equals to 5, which is possible because P5 is neither even not a perfect square. Now, what is the value of P square plus Q square? P square plus Q square is 25 plus 64, that is 89. And we have that 89 in option number B. X equals root 5 plus 1 upon root 5 minus 1. What is the value of x minus 1 into x minus 2? We can rationalize this first. X would be root 5 plus 1 into root 5 plus 1 by root 5 minus 1 into root 5 plus 1 would be a square minus b square, that is 5 minus 1. So it is root 5 plus 1 whole square. 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 2 root 5 by 4, or this is equals to 3 plus root 5 by 2. Now x minus 1 is 3 plus root 5 minus 2 by 2, that is root 5 plus 1 by 2, and x minus 2 is 3 plus root 5 minus 4 by 2, that is root 5 minus 1 by 2. Now if we multiply these two, we can see in the numerator is a plus b upon a minus b, that is a square minus b square. 5 minus 1 upon 2 into 2 is 4. So that will be 4 by 4, that is 1. That means value of x minus 1 into x minus 2 is 1. We have that in option A. What is the simplified value of this given expression? As we can see, there is bar on these 6 digits. That means 571428 is recurring. And we must be familiar with this recurring part. This is nothing but 1 by 7 is 0.142857 recurring. These 6 digits recur for 1 by 7, but it is starting from 57. Fine. So 57 it is starting, that means it is 4 by 7. 4 by 7 is 0.571428. Now, since we have got the fraction part of the recurring, we can now solve it. 4 by 7 is 18 by 7. 7 into 2 is 14 plus 4 into 56. So this goes as 8. So we have 9, that is 3 square, into 16, that is 4 square, and this is 12 square. 1.5 means 3 by 2. So when we cancel, this will end up with 12 cube. Now 12 cube is 1728, that we have in option A. Okay, again a fantastic take on simplification. What is the value of x if this expression is equals to 2.9 into 11? Whenever these kind of simplification questions are there, we will try to follow BODMAS rule. First off and then divide, then multiply. This goes like this. So we have this off first. 12 into 5 is 60 and then divide. So 48 into 2x minus 3 by 60 plus, now 6.2 into 4.5, we can find the calculator value, that will be 27.9. This is equals to 2.9 into 11, that is 31.9. So 31.9 minus 27.9 will give us 4. So 48 into 2x minus 3 by 60 is equals to 4. This goes 12 times and this is 5. That means 2x minus 3 is 5, 2x is 8 and value of x is 4. Option B is the pick. So now we are entering arithmetic. Please go through rule 1 to rule 9 from the rule book. Links are there in the description. The price of a commodity first got increased by 15% and later got reduced by 20%. By how much percentage should a consumer increase or decrease the consumption of the said commodity so as to keep his expenditure unchanged? First, we need to find the final change in the price of the commodity. We can use our line rule. Change in P would be 15 minus 20 minus 15 into 20 by 100. That is minus 8%. Price falls by 8%. Price falls by 8%. That means initially price was 100. Now it is 92. Now what the trick we need to follow? Initially we were purchasing 92 kgs. Now we are purchasing 100 kgs. You can see that expenditure remain unchanged. That means Q will increase by 8 by 92. If P goes down by 8 by 100, Q will go up by 8 by 100 minus 8. That's it. Now we can find Q is increasing. Out of these two would be our answer. That is 2 times 4 that is 46, 23, 2. So it is 2 by 23 or 200 by 23%. 200 by 23 will give 8.69. That is 816 by 23% increase is the answer. What we have used here rule 3, the net change rule, to find the change in price. We have used here rule 1, the line changing rule, to find directly the change in Q when P falls. Answer 816 by 23% increase. So now what we have? Simplification with percentages. 0.002%, that is 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 to the power 5 of into 0.025, that is 25 by 10 to the power 3 of 0.4%, that is 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 to the power 4 of x is equals to 10. 25 into 4 is 100. That means 2x is 5, 5, 10, 10 to the power 11. So x is 10 to the power 11 by 2. We need to find the value of x by 10 to the power 10. That is 10 to the power 11 by 2 into 10 to the power 10. This will be 10 by 2, that is 5. We have that in option D. Profit and loss. A retailer bought mangoes at the rate of rupees 100 for 12. That means cost price of 12 mangoes is rupees 100 and sold them at the rate of rupees 120 for 10. That means selling price of 10 is 120. What is his gain or loss percent? Once we have drafted like this, we can use our rule 4, debt rule, straight away to find profit or loss percentage. First, the common factors can be deleted. This is 6, 5, and this will become 5, 6. Now 6 into 6, 36, minus 5 into 5, 25, by 25 into 100. This is the profit or loss percentage. That is 11 by 25 into 100. 44% gain. We are using rule 4, debt rule. Please go through the rule in detail to understand how these figures and the formula is generated. We are using rule 4 here. Option C, 44% gain is the answer. A retailer in books makes a gain of 8% on selling a book by offering a discount of 10%. He has offered a discount of 10%, yet he was able to make profit of 8%. We are again back to our rule 3. Actual profit equals M minus D minus M into D by 100, where M is the marked up. Here actual profit is 8, marked up don't know, discount is 10, minus 10M by 100, so 18 is 9M by 10, that means M is 20. You have increased price by 20% and then offer a discount of 10%. Now, if he incurs a loss, but he incurs a loss when he allows a discount of 19%. So if he is allowing a discount of 90%, obviously what will be his percentage of loss? Again, we will use the same concept. Actual profit or loss here would be marked up 20 minus 19 minus 20 into 19 by 100. It goes by 5. That is 1 minus 19 by 5 is 3.8. So it is minus 2.8. Loss of 2.8%. Option B is the pick. We are using rule 3. You can find rule 3 in master class of profit and loss, where a formula is used twice to find the answer without using calculator even. Go and practice it. Question from simple interest. By investing a sum on simple interest at the rate of 4% per annum, it grows to rupees 99,200 in 6 years. Stop. This is amount 99,200 and it is on simple interest. Life become very simple. Rate of 4% per annum for 6 years. That means interest gain in 6 years is 24% on principal. That means principal is 99,200 divided by 1.24. Use calculator. Value should be 80,000. Principal is 80,000. Now what should have been the interest rate so that it have grown to 96,800 during the same period? We will just reverse it again. So 96,800 minus 80,000 is 16,800. 16,800 is interest received in 6 years. Divide by 6. This is interest received in 1 year. And now divided by 80,000. You will get the interest rate in 200. Let's use the on-screen calculator. 16,800 divided by 6. This is 1 year interest divided by 80,000 into 100. This is interest rate. That is 3.5%. Option A is the pick. Now this sample question I have deliberately taken up from EMI or EYI calculation with help of compound interest, because we have regularly seen that this type of questions they ask like 60 to 70% of the time you will find this EYI or installment calculation questions. Arindam borrowed some money from Anirban on compound interest at the rate of 12% per annum. He returned the money in 3 years by paying in equal installment, and nothing is given, so we take it at equal annual installments of rupees 87,808. What was the amount borrowed? Now amount borrowed or the loan amount is first installment, by the way all installment amount are same, divided by 1 plus I. I is 12 by 100, that is 0.12. That is 1.12. Plus next installment divided by 1.12 whole square. Plus third installment, that is again 87,808 divided by 1.12 whole cube. Now take pen pencil and open up your on-screen calculator and do calculations like this. First is 87,808 divided by 1.12, that is 78,400. Now don't delete that calculation. Divide this again by 1.12, that is 70,000. And again divide 70,000 by 1.12, that is 62,500. Add up, this is your loan amount. 62,500 plus 70,000 plus 78,400. 210,900. Rupees 210,900 is the loan amount. Option C fits in. Practice like this. Ratio, proportion and mixtures. A mixture of spirit and water is kept in a container so that the ratio by volume is 8:7. That means 15 parts. If the volume of the mixture is 37.5 liters, so 37.5 by 15 is 2.5 liter. So spirit is 8 into 2.5, that is 20 liter, and this is 17.5 liter water. By adding how many liters of water, the ratio will become 10:9. So plus x, if I do, this is 10 and this is 9. We can see it is doubling. That means this should be equals to 18. X is equals to 18 minus 17.5. That is 0.5. So if we add 0.5 liters of water, ratio will become 10:9. Option B is the pick. Now pure proportion based sample question is given. You will find every detail regarding this in Rule 5, Ratio Proportion Variation Masterclass. Mean proportion of AB is given by root AB, and fourth proportion of three numbers A, B, C is given by B into C by A. We will be using these two. What is the fourth proportion between the mean proportion of 6 and 24? First, mean proportion of 6 and 24 is root over 6 into 24, that is 144 root, that is 12. Now we need to find the fourth proportion to 12, 15 and 0.2. And we know the formula, it is B into C divided by A. So 15 into 2 divided by 12 into 10. This goes 5, this is 3 and this is 4. That is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is 0.25. So fourth proportion to the given numbers is 0.25. That is in option B. In an organization, there are members of staff of group A, B, C, D, whose strengths are in the proportion 2:4:5:9. Their salaries per person, salary per person is in the proportion 15, 12, 8, 4. The member of group B staff is 40. This is given as 40. That means group A is 20, C is 50, D is 90. And salary of a group C staff is rupees 10,000. That means 8 corresponds to 10,000 as far as salary per person is concerned. What is the total salary of members of group D? Now if 8 pertains to 10,000, 4 pertains to what? 5,000. So what is the salary of members of group D? Is 90 into 5,000. That is 4,50,000. Option C is the pick. Now sample questions from Time and Work. Rule 8 CM rule book. Please follow this for all the concepts of time and work and pipes and system. A and B working alone can do a work in 9 and 6 days respectively. If they work together for 2 days and B leaves thereafter, how many more days would be required by A to complete the work? Let X more days are required by A to complete the work. A have worked for X plus 2 days. That means work done by A in X plus 2 days is X plus 2 by 9. Work done by B in 2 days is 2 by 6. And hence work is completed. In fraction method, work completed means 1. This is 1 by 3. 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. X plus 2 by 9 equals 2 by 3. 3 into 2 is 6 minus 2 is 4. So X is equals to 4. How many more days would be required by A to complete the work? Is 4 days. Option A is the pick. Use the method with which you are comfortable and find the answer in the given time. One more sample question from Time and Work. B alone can complete a fraction of a task in 6 hours. Together A and B can complete the task in 3 hours. A and B together can complete in 3 hours. A is thrice as efficient as B. That means if A takes X hours, B will take 3x hours to complete the work because A is thrice as efficient as B. Now if we combine these two by our Rule 8 formula, A plus B should be equals to product by sum. That is 3x square by 3x plus x is 4x. And this is given as 3. On solving, we get x equals to 4. That means A alone takes 4 hours and B alone takes 12 hours to complete the work. What is the value of F? What was F? B alone can complete F task in 6 hours. That means F is equals to 6 by 12. B can complete the entire work in 12 hours. In 6 hours, B would be completing half of the work. Option A is the pick. Now, 2 sample questions will follow from time, speed and distance, and this sample question which we have taken is very popular one, to find the average speed. We will find all concepts related to average speed in rule 9, that is hacking the averages. A man covers half of the distance at the rate of 10 mph and then 1/3 of the total distance at a rate of 20 mph and the remaining part at the rate of 30 mph. What was his average speed during the journey? Meter per second. Average speed is total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Now here distance is not known. Let us assume by half, that is 2 and 3, 60, 600. Let it be 600 meter, the total distance. Now, time taken for half of the distance. Now time formula is distance by speed. So T1 is half the distance, that is 300, divided by 10. Time taken here would be 30 seconds. For T2, 1/3 of the total distance. 1/3 of the total distance is 200 meter. It's been traveled at 20. Here time taken is 10 seconds. And for T3, that is remaining 100 meter, the rate here is 30. So that is 10 by 3. So average speed is 600 into 3 by 90, 40, 120, 130. So it is 180 by 13, which we can see here. 13 into 13 is 169 and 11 is 180. So speed is 180 by 13 meter per second. Option C fits in. A covers a certain distance faster than B. If A and B increase their speed respectively by 1.5 and 1.2 times, the interval between A and B covering the distance remain unchanged. What is the ratio between the original speed of A and B? Let the original speed of A and B is A and B. Then the time difference, since they are running the same distance, the time difference initially is 1 by B minus 1 by A. This should be same as, now B have increased to 1.2, 1 by 1.2B minus 1 by 1.5A. You might be asking why 1? We can write like this also, D. But when we are comparing, D will get cancelled out. Time is equals to distance by speed is used. Now instead of D, we can write 1, assuming that distance is 1 kilometer or something like 1 unit. Now once we are solving this, 1 by B minus 1 upon 1.2B equals 1 by A minus 1 upon 1.5A. 1.2 minus 1 is 0.2 by 1.2B equals 1.5 minus 1 is 0.5 by 1.5A. So this goes 6 times and this goes 3 times. So A by B is 6 by 3, that is 2 by 1. Speed ratio of A is to B. Original speed ratio is 2:1. Option C is the fit. This question number 18 can be from set theory or AJ's or equation. I've taken up equations for the sample paper. The sum of two numbers is 175. So one is L, one is 175 minus L. Twice the smaller number, this is smaller number, if L stands for larger, twice the smaller number is greater than 0.2 times the larger number. This is equals to 0.2 times the larger number by 31, means plus 31. So 350 minus 2L equals 0.2L plus 31. 2.2L equals minus 31 would be 319. So L is 319 divided by 2.2. 319 divided by 2.2 will give 145. Done. Larger number is 145. What is the larger number? 145, option B. Now 2 questions from mensuration. This one is the first one. The radius and height of a solid metallic right circular cone are 6 cm and 10 cm respectively. Radius 6, height 10. It is melted, that means volume. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h and recast into a solid cube. And in process, 47 by 110 of the material get lost. Then how much part is regained? Is 1 minus 47 by 110. 110 minus 47, 3 and 63. That would be 63 by 110 part is recovered. So that should be equals to volume of the new cube. What is the edge of the cube obtained? So 1 by 3 into pi is 22 by 7. R here is 6, that is 36. Height is 10 into 63 by 110. This should be equals to a cube if edge of the cube is taken as a. We need to solve this and find the value of a. 7, 9 and then 3, so we'll get 3. This gone and we have got 2. So we have 36 and 2 into 3 is 6. That means this is 6 cube. 6 cube is a cube. A is equals to 6. The edge of the cube obtained is 6 centimeter. Option A is the pick. Again, a question is taken from cube. The total area of the 4 inner walls of a hollow cube is 144 square centimeter. Area of each wall of a cube is a square. 4 inner walls means 4a square. 4a square is 144. This goes 36. That means each edge is root 36, that is 6. What is the length of the largest pencil that can be kept inside the cube? That means we are looking out for diagonal. Diagonal is root over a square plus a square plus a square. That is nothing but a root 3. 6 root 3. Option D is the pick. Now 4 sample questions to follow from statistics, central tendency, measures of dispersion. What is the median for the data given below? For median, our step 1 is always to arrange the data either in ascending order or descending order. To arrange the data in ascending order is always easy. So we have 11, 15, 17, then 22, 23, 26, 31, 34, 36, 45. So since these data are quite like few in numbers, we can just put a cross on both sides and go to the center value. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Median is 10 plus 1 by 2, that is 5.5th value from the left or from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th value plus 6th value divided by 2. 23 plus 26 divided by 2, that is 3 by 2, 1.5, 24.5. Median of this data is 24.5. Option B is the pick. RA, RB, RC, RD are range of the 4 distribution. Range means highest value minus lowest value of the distribution. So RA will be, highest is 44, lowest 22. 44 minus 22. So this is 22. RB, highest 38, lowest is 12. 38 minus 12, that is 26. RC, we can see a 36 and 13. 36 minus 13 is 23. And RD, highest value we can see 30, 11, 11, 11. 30 and 11. 30 minus 11, that is 19. Now we need to check which one is greater. Greater is RB. So it should be RB is greater than RC is greater than RA is greater than RD. Which option it is? RB is greater than RC. RB is greater than RC is greater than RA is greater than RD. Option C is the pick. The goals scored by 20 footballers, 5, 5, 10, 7, 20, across all the matches in a tournament are represented through the table given below. How much is the mean number of goals scored per footballer less than the highest number of goals scored by an individual player in the tournament? Highest number of goals scored are 7. And we are looking out for first the mean number of goals scored. If this is X, this is F. Mean is summation Fx by summation F. 2 into 5, 10, plus 15, plus 16, plus 5 into 3, 15, 6 into 2, 12, plus 7. 30, 40, 50, 60, 67, 69, and this is 75. So mean is 75 by 20, and we need to subtract 7. So 75 by 20 minus 7 will give 3.25. That is the difference we are looking out for. Option D is the pick. The variable x assumes 8 values. That means n is equals to 8. Corresponding to which summation x minus 4 is equals to 8. That means summation x minus 4n is equals to 8. Summation x is 8 plus 4 into 8 is 32. That is 40. And the variance is equals to 20. Okay. Find the value of summation x square. Variance is summation x square by n minus summation x by n whole square. Variance is given as 20 plus summation x is 40. 40 by 8 is 5. 5 square is 25 into n. N is 8. This should be equals to summation x square. So we have 45 into 8 is equals to summation x square. 19 into 4 is 360. Option D is the pick. Next two questions from data interpretation. I have taken the first one, a graph. Bar graph given below represent the number of urban and rural representative. So the blue one is urban and the red one is rural. In a medical team from 4 districts, D1, D2, D3, D4. For which district is the ratio of U by R, urban to rural members, is highest? Let us check for D1. It is 14 by 12. 14 by 12 is 7 by 6. That is 1.16. D2 is 16 by 12. 16 by 12, 4 by 3, 1.33 for D2. D3 is 14 by 10, that would be 1.4, okay, leading. And for D4, we can see it is 12 by 10, it is 1.2. So highest is 1.4 in case of D3. Okay, we shall be ending up this sample paper with the 26th question, and it is again from data interpretation. Few data is given and a question is asked. The table given below represent OSL, oxygen saturation level, and the pulse beat of a patient recorded by medical student during 6 consecutive days A, B, C, D, E, F on the basis of his performance in several activities. Days, OSL, beats per minute. What is the percentage change of the average value of ratio OSL is to PV for the last 3 days with reference to the same for the first 3 days? We need to find the ratios for all the 6 days. So let us calculate ratio. You can open up your calculator and find it. It is OSL divided by PV. 99 divided by 72, 1.375. 98 divided by 69, 1.420. Then 97 divided by 68, 1.426. 99 by 70 will give 1.414. 95 by 78, 1.218, and 96 by 74 will give 1.297. We need to add and find the average. So average for the first 3 days is 1.375 plus 1.42 plus 1.426 divided by 3 will give 1.407, and for the last 3 days 1.414 plus 1.218 plus 1.297 divided by 3 will give 1.309. Now the question, what is the percentage change of the average value of the ratio for the last 3 days with reference to the first 3 days? Obviously it has decreased. So it is decreased by how much percentage we need to see. 1.407 minus 1.309, that is 0.098 divided by 1.407, because with reference to the first 3 days, divided by 1.407. This is 0. Or into 100 if I'll do, it comes to 6.96 or 7%. It is 7% decrease. Option B is the pick. How quickly you calculate this is all up to you. You need to work it out. So thank you everyone for participating. I'll come back soon. Stay well, stay healthy, and stay connected.